Welcome to We Make Children's Books, the podcast that takes you through the imaginative minds of children's book authors and artists. I'm your host, Barney Smith of StoryComic.com. In today's episode, we're excited to have with us the internationally acclaimed and Emmy Award-winning artist, teacher, and pop culture icon, Mark Kistler.
Can you tell I webcast where I virtual Zoom with classrooms of elementary school kids all the time?
I know, yeah,
all day long.
And you're that.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and you're out of Texas right now, so you're in Central Time.
Right? I'm out of Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And the reason I look here, guys, is so I can see it. So that's my camera, and that's my monitor. So I'll be looking over here back and forth. But I'm out of Houston, Texas now. Barney, did you watch my old show, The Secret City?
I did watch your shows. I remember that was the old adage of, was it draw 15 minutes a day?
Oh yeah, here I'll if I can switch. You don't mind? I'll switch the camera. I'll just give the folks a little. This is so cool. You can switch the cameras. I'll give them. I have a few things I can show while we're talking here.
Right.
And I'll close that. So. So you watched this old show right here, right?
That one right there, yeah.
Look how young I was. Was I ever that young?
You were correct. So that was back in '88. I think you were like in your late teens, early 20s, correct?
I was 19.
19. Right.
That was 40 years ago, and this was my co-star. I don't know if you remember this guy. Do you remember the Zebtron?
Zebtron, yeah.
Yeah, Zebtron. Now he and I are very good friends, and he every summer. For the past, 6-7 years, we've been collaborating on these wonderful summer school camps for kids in Albuquerque and here in Texas. And so that was, he's just terrific. And let's see here. Oh, this was the other show I did. This was in 1985. I don't know if any of your viewers, can they make comments that you can see? I don't know if any of your viewers remember that show. I don't know if they're This was for like us in the late 40s, 50s.
And that was in the Maryland Public.
This was Maryland Public Television.
Right.
That was correct.
Yeah.
We did 65 episodes, and it was aired all over the world. It was a wonderful. I actually remember the old Secret City mural for that one?
No, correct me if I'm like, Mark, was at your mother's place, but you're going to move it into your house in Houston. Is it in your house now? Okay.
Oh my gosh, you actually read my posts, my Facebook posts, which then I go, be sure to follow and subscribe and push the bell on my Facebook and my YouTube. Yes, it was in my mom's classroom, and then when she retired, my brother put it into. They taught at the same school, and so then my brother put the Secret City mural. Here I am talking to the wrong camera. Here, I'll just show you this one. Then I'll come back to the mural story. We did that in 1985. This was the show we did in 1990s. 1990s. This was 1980s. This was 1990s. We did 190 episodes of these shows. And what's cool about these shows, these shows are these shows right here are. I usually have a really cool fast logo. Here it is. I usually go, yeah, they're on Amazon Prime. Ooh. See, it wasn't too fast. There's a delay here. We actually won the Emmy for this series right here. Notice how I just happen to have the Emmy within arm's reach. Wasn't that modest? Isn't that modest to me? Look at that's from the Arts and Science of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, and there it is. See that? The Imagination Station. Isn't that funny? It's just right here, right? We got that in 2009, and so it's 2022. Look how much mileage I've got out of that over 11 years.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, here, let me come switch cameras so I can talk to you again.
And so you had that. The Imagination Station ran, as you said, was it from 1990 to like 98 or so? It was about 8 years or so.
Now remember here, I'm going to zoom the camera in. Now remember, I'm deaf, so I have my hearing aids in. So talk a little slower for me so I can hear you.
Okay.
What was the question? I'm really sorry. Thank you for being patient with me.
No. So that Imagination Station ran from 1990 to 1998. So it was about 8 years.
We started it. We did 190 episodes, and we did we started around 1990. I get mid '90s, and it went all the way through to 2010. And so we about every 2 years we did a series out of Redding, California. We did a bunch of like 36 episodes. We did 26 episodes out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, out of Ferris State University and then we launched it out of on the PBS National Satellite Service System. We did a series out of Carlsbad, North San Diego County, Southern California. That was my first series I did. And then, so that was North Carolina. Then we did Redding, and then we did Grand Rapids. Then we did another series out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So we did 4 different series. They're called like this 101 series through 126, and then 200 series, then the 300 series, and then the 400. Actually, it was the 500 series out of Grand Rapids that won the Emmy. To be honest, I think we won the Emmy because of one of the main reasons, besides my incredibly organized teaching, was the animation on the open and close were superb, and they were animated by students, grad students at San Jose State University, where the award-winning national treasure, national animator for he worked at DreamWorks and Pixar and all the animated houses. Rex Grignon, amazing. What a guy, what a talent. And he worked on Kung Fu Panda. I know that. He worked on Madagascar. He's a director, an animation director, and he was a fan of the series, and he volunteered to animate with his students the opening of Imagination Station. Isn't that awesome? And so if you guys you go to my YouTube channel, was Mark, YouTube/Mark Kistler. Be sure to subscribe. The reason I'm saying that, because my son Mario, he's 20 years old, and whenever he's my hero, he's special abilities. I want to talk about him. He has his own GoFundMe page where he's raised over $10,000 for his dream of having this lawn mowing empire. It's really cool.
Wow.
Oh, it's so cool. Look at it. I just got to show you this. You get look at this. This is it. That's his logo, Green Monster Lawn Care, and it's like, and he raised all the money. We bought this big trailer, an enclosed trailer, with he has a picture of him. I don't have it. Oh, it's so cool. We're just getting his T-shirts made and hat and stuff. So, anyways, the reason I have this always hold that up is he keeps asking me, why don't I have 100,000 subscribers like his favorite lawnmower guy on YouTube? I only have 32,000, which thank you, the 32,000. I love you. I love you. But I'm not cool yet in my son's eyes. So come on, man. We need to, for all your listeners, please subscribe so I look cool. I wanted to finish the story about the mural of the Secret City. So it was in my mom's classroom for years. She retired. It's this huge thing. It's like 14 feet long. Right. It's probably got to be 100 pounds. And then it's all plywood and it's big. But the artwork, you can see pictures of it on my website. And then I went up to the ceiling of my brother's. He's a science teacher at Carlsbad High School. And it was up in his rafters of his classroom, like Michelangelo's ceiling at the Sistine Chapel was Commander Mark's drawing up there, and it was up there for over 25 years. And he finally had to move classrooms, and we took it down. The dust on the back of it was like that thick, and so he dusted off. This was during COVID. He had to move classrooms, so he wrapped it up, packaged it up, and he shipped it out to me. And I thought for sure it'd get destroyed, but just one side of it broke off. But it didn't hurt the art. And it's still there after 40 years. I have this 14-foot mural standing up like this in the master bedroom downstairs because I have no wall. I don't have any blank 14-foot wall. So, but it's here. And I've been telling my people on Zoom or Zoom and my live for all my viewers on my YouTube lives I do and my Facebook lives. They keep on asking me to take my camera and go and show them that, and I keep promising to do it. Right. But if you haven't noticed, I'm quite the squirrel, right? So I haven't shown it yet, but I will. And when I do that, I'll send you a picture, Barney.
Right.
Because you deserve it. look at that. I'm just every time I look up, I get enamored by your studio. That's just awesome. Hey, I'm jealous of your microphone. That's so visually awesome, savvy. Larry King, and then you got all your pictures in the back. That's so cool.
Right. So
So go ahead.
I was going to ask you. So I'm really amazed at how much you've been able to pivot and adapt with over the last few years, as not only have you, as you said, you got your imagination station on Amazon Prime. You also have now a almost like, correct me if I'm wrong, almost like a subscription based Zoom platform classes that you have as well. And you've also been able to really innovate with it's during the last couple of years with everybody during COVID. You've been able to still connect with your audience and your in the folks that you've been able to work with. Instead of doing coming doing school visits, you've been doing virtual visits. uh,
Yeah,
I guess my
it's been wild journey.
right.
I mean, it started March 21st when the country shut down. I was in the middle of a tour. I was about to
Wow.
fly out for. Uh, I usually tour 2 weeks on the road, 1 week at home. 2 weeks on the road, 1 week at home. Except when I went international, and then I would go three, like when I toured to India or to um, uh, Dubai or England, when I'd go do schools and universities and comic cons. Just incredible, fascinating to teach drawing in different languages that I don't. Drawing visual communication. But March 21st, I canceled all my trips. I thought we were going to be. I figured it would be 2 years, and we're coming up on the 2 years. So, my friends felt I was being a bit alarmist, but I was like, well, I just have this feeling it's going to become, and it might even be three. But see, uh, uh, I have a lot of outstanding um, pre-existing conditions. Right. Let's get into my medical history. Um, so I've been isolated on my property here for 2 years. I mean, we when the numbers go down low enough, my son and I will go out. We'll have patio dining. I mean, we're not about to go to a comic con with 10,000 people or a movie, but boy, we miss movies, and we miss comic cons. He would travel with me a lot to these around the country. I miss New York Comic Con. Oh my gosh, and Emerald City Comic Con, C2E2, Reed Pop rocks. I miss Reed Pop. But what I did is I switched from my these live school programs and library visits and public television visits. I went 100% virtual. And I was doing 1 day a week virtual with my, as you said, I have a subscription. It's called draw3d.com. And this is where I just very, very casually put up my logo of draw3d.com. This is where you can roll it in, draw3d.com. Oh, you look at you. You're going to pull it up. Yeah, there it is. That's draw3d.com. You click that. Yeah, that's from you go to my webcast or that is draw3d. Okay. I'm all.
Yeah.
So, I started doing these virtual school programs, virtual school assemblies, and I've been doing that instead of doing that. Yeah, if you go to markkistler.com, you go to www.mark, there you go to that, just a logo there. Oh, there, and then go to school programs. Oh, this is cool, man. Go to school programs. Oh, I love this. And then go to go to virtual. I'm not doing in person. That little button there, yeah. And check this out. You can see. Look at these pictures. Aren't these great?
Wow.
All the kids of schools all over the world. I've done school visits in Australia and Japan and India and most of them in the United States. And see all these. This is great. We get some. These are folks that have let me use their images up there. And there's some comments telling how wonderful and how handsome I am. I always say, make sure you tell that how nice my beard is, and so that's that. Um, so I've been able to do a lot of now. go to YouTube. What you want to show you guys this. We did starting March 22nd. We'll go to the playlist if you would,
Right.
and then go to do you see it in the Hour of Pencil Power playlist?
In the Hour of Pencil Power,
Yeah,
and this
actually, go.
is
I'll just tell you. Go to the blue spiral up there. See the blue spiral? Go to that blue spiral real quick. No, you see the second row?
this
A
one.
bunch of yeah. I just want to see. Go to that
Okay.
one. I want to see if you can see. Is
Oh.
that an? And then get ready to pause it.
Yeah.
There it is. Pause it here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if this is the right one, but March 22nd, my son and I decided that we had to do something for all the kids around the world that were stuck at home. And so every day at noon in Central Time, for I think it was 79 days until the end of the school year, we did an hour Monday through Friday called Hour of Pencil Power. And we had over the course of the 79 days, we had a couple 100,000 participate. It was just so great. And so if you go ahead and click play, and I hope this is the right one. Now, see if this one is this is a promotion of my summer camp, but I want to show you the drawings here.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, no, wrong one. All right. I'm trying to see the promotion shows you all these drawings. So if you go to
the promotion. Okay.
Is there a promotion one that says the summer camp promotions playlist?
Yeah, this one.
Yep. Let's see here. I don't know if you see the whole one.
This is a promotion. It says promotion video 2.
This is okay. We'll watch this one for a second. I'm just wondering. I can't really see the screen, but that's the kind of cool. I just really want to show you these drawings. No, okay. Is there another promotion?
Let me see.
Let's see here. Maybe that's the only one.
That's the one I see on. Yeah, the rest are like hour.
Okay, so go. All right. Well, that's a fun one. Go to draw Artemis. This is a good one. Now, then one of the projects we did, besides those 79 1 hour at noon, I did go to YouTube and then go to playlist and go to the NASA. I collaborated with NASA. Do you see the playlist? NASA?
Summer Art Camp promotion. Is that the one?
What does that say? What's that one right there? The one with the
draw NASA right here. Yeah.
Yeah. Click that. All right, now pause it for a second. Now, what this is, look, I'm giving you direction. Gosh, what a guest, huh? So now this one, we did 9 1-hour live episodes collaborating with NASA. Jack Moore and Patricia Moore, NASA artists and NASA educators, approached me to do this series to team up with the group that is. Or that they're the scientists and the engineers and the astronauts and the technicians who are building and creating this mission to the moon for Artemis. That's the next. So we ended up doing 9 1-hour live episodes, and we had guest NASA artists, engineers, scientists, and astronauts, and we had guest artists from all over the country beam in. And so these are amazing 1-hour episodes, and I highly recommend it. Go to my YouTube channel, then go to playlist, and then go to NASA Draw Artemis, and go ahead if you would fast scrub forward and we can show them the 1 minute opening. It's a wonderful. And can they see it? Can they hear me?
They'll be able to see it.
Look at that wonderful animation. Isn't that cool? So he took some Secret City, and then from the Draw Squad book. And then he went to our imagination station. Oh, what a shock. The Emmy pops up. And then my 1 million books, draw 30 days. And then now watch this. This is so cool. That's one of the lessons we drew. And then he takes it and he turns it into the actual rocket, the SLS rocket that's going to take it just to the moon, back to the moon with the first female and the next man to the moon this decade. So these are some of the drawings. Look at these. We did these during the 99 or 79 episodes, and just ignore the promo. But by the way, if you want to sign your kids up this summer, that'd be great. but look at the art now. The art, I'm
Right.
just so proud of what we ended up with. Now look at the sharks and the Hour of Pencil Power. That was our logo. And then we did the NASA series. Here's the actual lesson from the NASA YouTubes. There's a few of these in here.
Right.
So I forgot this was in here. That's a great example.
Right.
So look at that. There's the SL rocket. That was 1 hour episode. There was the OCS Orion Crew Survival System. And that just goes on to the Summer Camp Ninja Turtle, the Bunny and Robots. Mario did a little drawing on each one of the hours. You'll see in the bottom corner, Mario would do a vacuum or he would
Okay.
draw. We were able to have students from all over the world in this one. We did one, from India and all over London and Germany and Italy, and then we did the USA. Oh, we had wonderful time in Australia, and then we had some in Kazakhstan and Russia, and then so elephants or dinosaurs and sharks. Aren't those drawings fun? They just make me want to draw.
So let me ask you then this question, Mark. When you're doing this and you're doing it in different time zones, was it the same day or did you kind of spread it out to different parts of the week so that you would actually
For
get to
the
rest?
time zones, like
Yeah.
when I was doing the one for India, I would be doing it at like 10 at night, 11 at night, and it was 10 and 11 in the morning in India. There are 12 of us. See, I have a wall of clocks up there. I can actually show you. You want to see my studio?
Yeah.
All right, I'll show you my studio. It's a mess. It's an absolute complete mess, but that makes me sound legitimate, right?
This is an exclusive view of Mark Kistler's
Yeah, let's go. We'll do a
office.
little tour. Okay, so there's look, I'm taking notes of what to talk about. This is what one time while I was doing a Zoom and I switched cameras on my checkbook, I was writing bills. And or I have my passcode sheet up here, and I was like, okay, kids, forget what you saw. I'm doing a class tomorrow at the school in Oklahoma. So I have all these drawings here. These are some of the recent ones. This is one I did for the Tashimo school. These are the COVID classes.
Right.
This was about a 40-minute class, helping the substitute. The art teacher was out sick. This is one I did for my daily 3 p.m. I do a daily 3 p.m. live Zoom. It's called my Fine Arts Academy. I just had so much fun with that. And this one was a COVID class helping some art teachers cover it. And this was another classroom visit. I did this earlier today. This one that was today, and I did this one today. This was fun. Wahoo! I was going to use this on the show tonight, so I'm glad I was like, wahoo! I'm on with Barney Smith. Wahoo! So you wanted to see the time zones, and then there's all my clocks. I don't know if you can see it. See
Yes, that's awesome.
So I go up there, so I look at the different countries, and I can see right away what time it is. And then I have artwork all over. There's the notes, the list of notes and stuff.
Right. Wow.
And then this is what a book looks like. This is all. I just finished another book. One of the silver linings that also I have all my little props within hand's reach here.
Right. And so, are we looking at? Well, you said your book is that your upcoming book that's coming out on this summer, the half hour of pencil.
Yeah,
power?
you want to see it?
Yeah.
This is what a book looks like, and this is just tedious. Oh, what a nightmare! But I'm glad I did it. But this is all the text. I never knew how much text was in a book. But this is half hour pencil power, and I had to go through. And I just try to get one lesson every other day done. So we did 25 lessons, but I went through and they use all the computer. I got to have it in my hand and write notes. And then I go and put the edits on the computer. So this is like the 4th draft and it's finally done. And then let me see if I can find some actual drawings from it. I have a whole folder here. Well,
now, what about Mark? As you're looking for that, explain a bit about your new project here, the Mighty Mondays.
Oh, the Mighty Mondays. Well, that's been around for a couple years. I've been doing the virtual Mighty Mondays for a long time, and it's when people sign up for Draw 3D, which thank you for the lead into the plug. As you can see, for 40 years, I love drawing. I love teaching drawing. And so Mighty Mondays, you can keep it full screen on this if you want.
Okay.
And So Mighty Mondays, um, for all the members of Draw 3, we've had over, I don't know, 10,000.
Well, hey there. If you're enjoying our podcast, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube or leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. Your support means the world to us and helps us keep this show going. We love hearing from you, so any feedback is welcome. And thank you for being a part of our podcast family and for all your support. It truly means a lot to us.
That's for my Draw 3D members, but I've been doing a lot of but once a week at least I go live, Marcus Live on YouTube, on Facebook. I started trying to do it at 5, but I was hopeless. I would usually end up getting on at 7 or 8. So now I just say Marcus Alive. I don't give it a time. But I love the sound of the title, Marcus Alive at 5. It was so catchy,
Right.
but impossible for me. And what I find if I go later at night, I get more international viewers. If I go 8 or 9 at night, I'll get the folks from India and from Eastern Europe and from Dubai and so forth.
Right.
So I do that, and I got to refer to my list here. Where's my handy list? Oh, my NFT launch. Do you mind if I talk about that?
Yes.
And well, I'm so excited. Must have been a year ago. Old fan of mine. His name is I don't know if I can say his name over there. He's known around the world as Magmaster, and he is on Discord here. That's what I should do. Make sure to say I'm saying it right. Stefan, his name's Stefan. And Stefan, a cool guy, just a really cool guy. He's been holding my hand, coaching me through this whole process. It's taken 3-4 months. He sent me he ordered one of my art prints a few months ago. He ordered this art print, and I'll show it to you. It's really cool. See this art print? See that the 1980s icon?
Yeah.
This was created by one of my students, Michael Calero, and he did this and donated many copies to my nonprofit, the Imagination Initiative. He stuck me up there with Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers and LeVar Burton. Just a wonderful art piece. But Stefan ordered one of these, and then he said he got the order. Eventually, it took a couple months. I'm so lame at getting the orders out. He was very patient, and he said, "Oh, by the way, I'm the creator of Mag NFT, the biggest NFT magazine, or the most important one on the planet." And we became friends. And he said, "By the way, if you're interested," and I said, "Yeah, I've always been interested. It's beyond me, technology wise." And he's been so great, helping me get introduced to Discord. Do you know about Discord?
Yep.
Are you on Discord?
I am on Discord. Yeah.
Well, I want you to. I have like six people. I need more of a community. So go look for me on Discord, Mark Kistler.
Right.
And I just figured out finally how to put my face on that little Discord badge.
Right.
So I'm trying to build my community. But what is cool? Have you ever heard of Maker's Place?
Yes.
Okay, Maker's Place is a very, very important website for NFTs, and they have graciously, with Stefan's introduction, Mag NFT, thank you. They have just been wonderful. They're going to feature me as with my NFTs on their banner of their website around the world on January 18th. And I'm just so that's we hope we're I mean it's locked in. We just have to make sure there's just so many, all the blockchain and all that, and I don't understand the whole thing. Thank goodness Stefan's on it, Mag NFT's on it, and but I'm so excited. So that's going to be launched. What day is that? The 18th. That's next Tuesday. Is that right?
Right.
So if you guys are into NFTs, yep, next Tuesday, check out it'll be all over my Facebook. It'll be on my YouTube. It'll be on my website. And we want to see the artwork that we are minting.
Sure.
You guys want to get a sneak peek of it? All right. Here it is. I actually found this one. If you can believe it, with all my piles. Look at it. Hey, you have piles of stuff in your office too,
Right. Yeah,
right?
no,
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
you're
judging.
yeah. No judging, man. No judging. All right. Here's one of them. I actually can't believe I found it so fast. Here's one of the art pieces.
Okay.
And then once someone gets this NFT, uh, I send them the last one. This the I won't have that anymore. That's going to be theirs, right? So I won't use any prints of that anymore. So I'm excited. It's going to be an exclusive
Right.
image. This one right here. This has been one of my favorites uh, for over a year, and then this will be the last right here. This one, the
Right.
last print of it. I'm going to autograph it and send it to the owner, and then I won't have it available on my websites or anything. What do you think of this one?
Okay. Is that your Unibear? What
Yeah,
is
that's
that?
a unibear, and I put wings on them.
Yeah.
And then here's the secret bird city.
Mm.
Isn't that cool? Boy, this camera's looks sharp, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That looks all right. And then here, this one. Look at this one right here. I love that one.
Oh, the snake. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all very reminiscent of my Secret City days and Imagine. So those are the 5 NFTs that are being launched. And then if I can figure out if, thank you, Stefan, if you're watching. Thank you, Mag NFT. Thank you so much. And for your wonderful wife's patience and sharing you with me all these weeks. He's been talking to me like 11 at night for hours, trying to explain it and going over things over and over again. And I'm like, squirrel. He goes, Mark, stay focused. Can you imagine trying to get me to learn that? Yeah, I mean, look at the hassle you've had just trying to keep me corralled in just for an hour interview, you know? So he's been great. He's been
Right.
very, 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 very cool. And we're the fact that we're going to be featured on the banner of Maker's Place. I'm so thrilled about that.
Right.
Can you pull up Maker's Place website?
I can look for it for you. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. As we're doing that, I guess my follow-up question for you is, over the last couple of years with COVID, what have you seen as an artist? What have been some of the opportunities and challenges that you've seen other artists and yourself kind of seen?
mental health.
Yeah.
Just a lot of anxiety, a lot of isolation, like for everybody around the world, depression. Thank gosh that we have our creative outlet and we all love our art. We love our painting, our drawing. But I, like everybody else, it's been just such a surreal challenge for our mental well-beings and being able to socialize. So when the numbers got down and I actually got out, I had a friend, my dear friend Jonathan, came out from California, actually in the house, the first guest I had in the house. We've all been vaccinated and careful. And he got off the airplane and I had him take a shower right away, and he's like, Mark, I've taken 4 showers today. I said, I know, but you got to take a shower. So he helped me get out, and we went out to restaurants, and but I forgot how to socialize in person.
Mm.
I don't know if anybody else had this. It was just so awkward to actually be looking at a real person and trying to have eye contact. And it was wonderful, but it was really clumsy.
Right.
I don't know if you did you ever experience any of this?
Yeah.
And I would say I would make jokes about it, but oh my gosh, I forgot how to interact with the flow of a conversation. And so the mental health has been the biggest struggle. But for me personally, the silver lining has been of this tragic circumstances, but trying to navigate it to make it best as possible for my son and for myself is I've been able to transition to all virtual. And so I from what I did touring, I've been so creatively productive because I don't spend over 30-40% of my life in airplanes and hotels.
Right.
And so I've written 2 more books, and I've done over 1,000 live webcasts and lessons, over 1,000 in 2 years. Can you believe that?
Mm.
And just did that one my wonderful collaboration with NASA. The whole point is using the skill of drawing, teaching drawing to open the door of creativity for the kids, our parents too, but really learning how to draw is a wonderful tool for
Mm.
kids for their emotional well-being, for their anxiety. There's so many uncertainties, so much stress. The kids having to wear masks all the time, which it's tough at the school. I know it's political. I agree with it. I support it 100%. Keep, but just having to get used to that.
Right.
You know, we adults, okay, wear our masks. That's excellent. But for the kids trying to, but at least they're in school. I think that's wonderful. Thank goodness. Um, I just, what's it's sad as I mentioned how I support mask wearing. It's probably this big political, blowback going to come on me. But just be safe. You got,
Right.
use your judgment. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just saying use your judgment. My judgment is I'm support it,
Right.
and it's drawing used to be just about building the kids' self-esteem, their confidence, their hand-eye coordination, their creative problem-solving skills, teaching them the power that when you think in 3D and you can draw in 3D, you can solve problems through math, through science. Our whole country, our whole world, as a matter of fact, has this. And I'm sure everybody's heard of it. The STEM curriculum approach. It's now just a foundation now, a curriculum around the world: science, technology, engineering, and math. Well, we're missing the whole point of learning all this stuff. Is how do we apply these skills to the real world through creativity and imagination? How do we solve problems with science, technology, engineering, and math? And this is why the NASA people loved my program so much, is that everything NASA does is all taking those very powerful and noble skills and applying them to real world problems to explore space, human space flight, human space exploration. The only way you can do that is to have the imagination to creatively think and see and picture where we're going, and using all that. So what I say, and what tens of thousands of other art educators say, we have science, technology, engineering, and math. In the middle, you have to stick in art, and it's full steam ahead.
Right.
Science, technology, engineering, art, capital A, and math. That reminds me of that quote in the Dead Poets Society, when Robin Williams, with the young students saying "Carpe diem," seize the day. And what was I don't know exactly what he said, but the summary was the whole reason that you're that we're struggling to learn to be lawyers and doctors and engineers and scientists was to be able to use those skills to um, experience. He had the beautiful time. I'm not doing it justice, but the whole point was all these were to bring out the arts, the arts, the museums and the symphonies and the ballets and our movies and the everything on television, on the internet. It's all
Mm.
based on um, uh, uh, love and the understanding of the arts, performing
Mm.
arts too. I'm a big proponent of visual arts because I'm a cartoonist and illustrator, but I love and I support the performing arts, the ballet, and I was actually I did ballet in high school.
Really?
Did you
Okay.
know that? I
Oh.
had a choice. I was played water polo and the varsity water polo and swimming when I was a freshman, and I got varsity because I was a fast swimmer. I got the dirt pummeled out of me being varsity water polo. I was small. I mean, I was strong, but man, these giant water polo guys just. I would be in a junior varsity water polo meet on and then just like dominate because I was a varsity on JV. Rah! And then a half hour later, got in the pool with the varsity. I was on both JV and varsity, and I just got the dirt kicked out of me. I was just, and so my coach at the end, we'd all be on the bus riding home, and he would go over everybody's statistics. And he said, "Well, Kistler, they call me like they Kistler. Well, here's interesting. JV, you had like 101, things and saves and assists, and then In varsity, I had 3.
Yeah.
And I was like bloody nose, and I was just trashed in varsity. Isn't that funny? I have no idea how I segued into oh, I was ballet. Okay, so
All right. Yeah.
the water polo coach said,
Yeah.
you guys have 2 choices. You could during the off season, you could do cross country, and then he jokingly said, or ballet. Well, I loathe running.
Right.
I am not a gravity friendly guy. I love the water.
Right.
I love it's just that's why I'm such a big scuba diver. I've done, hundreds of scuba dives. I love the 3-dimensional going down and around. Yeah,
Right.
just I'm not a fan of gravity. And so I did ballet. I said, forget running. I'm going to do ballet. And everybody laughed. And he goes, I was joking. I said, no, you said it, coach. You said it. And he said, all right. So I was the only one out of the 30, 40 guys on water polo. And I took ballet. It was so much fun. I was the only guy with like 20 beautiful high school ballet ladies. And I was the only guy. And I would be there in my ballet. I didn't wear tutu or anything, but I wore the tights and the
Right.
leg warmers. And basically, all I did was learn to plie, position 1. I can't even remember the feet. And I was the launcher. They would run at me, and I would grab them and throw them, right,
Yeah.
or pick them up and spin. So I was their token guy.
Right.
And I was really strong in high school, back then. I was able to, pick them up and twirl and balance, and that was wonderful memories. I did made wonderful friends, and I just thought these guys out there they're running their heels off in the heels, and I'm here, dressed in these beautiful, bright fluorescent clothes,
Right.
tossing beautiful women around, being it was a great experience.
Right.
My
Yeah,
mom
it
was
was
so proud of me. She was so proud. She goes, I'm so proud of you, son. You took the ballet. You're so secure. I was like, well, thank you, but I'm not running those hills. There's no way I'm going to run those hills.
so yeah, I mean, as you brought it up earlier, it's like we're at that one of the things I think that we definitely learned from the pandemic too is just how important the arts are and how we've always took it for granted beforehand.
Think of the artists think of all the actors and the performers and the dancers and the musicians that were shut down, and they're still shut down because of they can't work.
Right.
I mean, my heart just feels for them. They're just, and they're some of them are trying to do it through Zoom, but that's you want to be in the symphony hall, you want to be in the theater,
Right.
you want to be in the ballet. And I miss my theaters here in Houston. That's one of our favorite things Mario and I would do. We would go down to the theater down in Houston. That we have several of the small independent theaters, and then we have the big theater. Mario loves Shakespeare. Now I find Shakespeare very difficult. Okay, I try to be a cultured guy and sit there and enjoy it, but I mean, I love the sets. I love the art of the sets, and but usually by halfway, I've done it. I'm done. Thank you. That was awesome. I can't hear, right, so I have to wear the headset. They give you a headset when you go in that has a translator. But every time I would be ready to go, I look over at Mario and he goes, he would get so incensed. He's going, no, we're not leaving. That would be so rude to the actors. And we're like in the back row, way in the dark. And I didn't want to have the heart to say, look, they'll never know. I was like, oh, I'm so proud of you, son. You are so cultured, And he would sit there and he would listen. And I don't, he's just, it's amazing special abilities guy. If you're listening and watching, please do go to my son's website. It's if you can, I don't know if you can pull it up on the screen. It's greenmonsterservices.com, greenmonsterservices.com. And he's raised over $10,000 on his own through his GoFundMe project to buy his own equipment. He has this awesome trailer. Click that update and look at this. He got Steel as a sponsor, and they donated. Gave him over $1,000.
Oh, wow.
And that's so cool. And then if you go now back to his website and go to the That's my little soft pitch, and you guys can pitch in $10 and help my son buy his next lawnmower. You can see his trailer in the background.
There it is.
We are putting more up there, but these are the steel guys that came over and presented. We have 100 photos going up, but we just got to catch up. But look at that. Isn't that fun? There's Mario, and there's me, and then there's the side of his trailer. Isn't that cool? Those guys from Steel.
That's awesome.
So then that on part of his trailer, he has a wall of fame for all of his customers and his sponsors, and they autograph it like a yearbook.
Isn't that a great? Awesome. So that's a great idea.
They sign his trailer. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
And there he is, showing Mario how to use the new Steel. And Mario is always wearing a Steel shirt.
Right.
He just loves that.
Yeah, that is cool.
Isn't that cool? He has had Home Depot sponsor him, and Steel, and the fellow who did the stickers, Rap Stars. They were great. They over $2,000 worth of rap stickers on his trailer. They donated that.
Oh, wow.
And put it on. They were just awesome. Rapstars.com, you guys. They were great. Mario is also involved with Best Buddies, and I highly recommend. Down there at the bottom, you can see all the different. There's Best Buddy, Star Raps. There's lots of stuff. So, thank you for letting me go on about my son there. Appreciate it.
So, who designed his logo? Who made that design?
Well, the logo itself, Great Monsters, was donated by a dear friend of mine, a fellow artist who also is busier now than he's ever been in his life. This is because he's focused all his energy on the digital world too. And his name is Ryan Shaw. You can go look up Ryan Shaw. He does amazing artwork, but he donated that logo to Mario. He's a friend of the family. He and Maddie, they used to, before COVID, come up, all the time and play Jenga. Jenga, the blocks.
Yeah.
We'd play Jenga with Mario, and he just loves Jenga. And we'd have spaghetti. And Ryan helped me hang up. I have about 500, 600 art pieces, most of them like your wall. My house looks like your back of your wall there. I have up and down the stairway and 2 stories. I love the comic art.
Right.
And so ever since I started touring, I traded. I bought a few pieces I really liked, but I tried to keep it to where I just traded my art, so it had more of a story to it.
Right.
And then I asked if the people trading me the art, if they knew me from Commander Mark or from the Imagination Station, I would ask them to write, hey, Commander Mark, or hey, Captain Mark on Imagination Station. And if it was just a trade, they didn't know me, but they liked my art, which is pretty cool. I just, hate, to Mark. And it was always a thrill to meet up with these artists who grew up watching me, and then seeing them get excited. It's just seeing grown men cry when they come up to see me because I bring back memories of their childhood. It was very awkward and very emotional because I'm a big crybaby. I mean, I cry at pictures of little kitty cats. Right. And so when a big giant tattooed biker comes up, who is an artist there at the Comic-Con, and starts crying because they see me, and then I look at, and then I start crying. I can start crying right now thinking about it. So then I start crying. So we're sitting there, two real macho guys, blubbering and hugging each other in the middle of a Comic-Con. But that happens just about every day at whatever Comic-Con. So it's wonderful to be validated for something that started 40 years ago.
Right.
40 years ago, I did some of these shows, and then 20 years ago and I forget sometimes that I did those because I'm so busy still teaching and writing books, and I'm so in the present. So it's a lovely reminder that they had these shows I did back. I mean, how many people could have the honor to say that something they did when they were 19 years old, they're remembered for the rest of their life,
Right. Merrick Bennett just posted. He said, "You always inspired me as a kid. Thanks, Commander Mark."
Oh, well, thank you, Merrick. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So where do you see as what aspects of the digital age that we've kind of been pushed into with COVID, what aspects do you think are gonna be around to stay, and what things do you think, as you mentioned, conventions and assemblies, what things do you see that are gonna be back as it was before?
I think something that's here to stay for me for the rest of my life will be the virtual learning, and
Mm,
I am such a huge fan of Zoom. I know everybody like they're so tired of Zoom, but for me, teaching drawing on Zoom,
right,
it is so intimate. I can see the kids' faces. I can see their art. We can talk real time. I can't do that when we're teaching in a classroom. I'll have 30 kids in a classroom, or I'll have
right,
800 kids in an auditorium, and I have to pretend that I can see when they hold their drawings up. I go, "Oh, those are so amazing!" But with my eyes and my ears, I'm an old guy. I can't see their art. But with Zoom, I can see what they're doing, and I just love it.
right,
So the virtual technology of Zoom, and now I know there's Google Meet, and I struggle with Google Meet. I don't know if it's good or not. I'm so used to Zoom; it's a different platform, so it's
right,
it's tough for me. Um, so that's here to stay. And as far as Comic Cons are coming back, I'm not comfortable yet. Um, uh, I miss it a lot, but I'm not. I don't know if it'll be a year for me. I miss my live summer camps. I love that when I have a whole week with these group of kids, and I have it's called my Visual Performing Fine Arts Camp. I love it. I have my friends come up from around the country, dancers to teach dance for a week, drama. Joel Gorey, Zebtron comes and teaches drama, performing. Um, uh, my Christopher Murphy from the Fort Wayne Children's Theater comes out, teaches theater. And I've had famous artists come out. We had Jack Moore from NASA come out to the Fine Arts Camp teaching art, NASA
mm,
based art, and I missed that 2 years. And we're hoping to do it again in Houston and maybe in Albuquerque again.
yeah,
They're all ready to go, but I'm just not. I'm one of these people who are just.
right,
I'm slowly coming out of
right,
and I know I need to get out more, but of course, as soon as I say that, the COVID numbers are so outrageous in Houston right now. I mean, they're
right,
like 12,000 cases a day versus I was nervous at 300 new cases a day,
yeah.
and now they're over 12,000.
I know it's,
So it's
yeah.
like, oh my
We're
god, my heart and my love go out to all you hospital workers and first responders out there. God bless you.
right.
You know.
All right. Well, we've hit our hour mark. So
Oh
yeah,
my gosh! Did you get your
yeah.
questions in? Here, quick, ask me.
Yeah. We might have to. I got most
Wait,
of them. I try to sneak
well,
in.
let me
So
see. Let me see. I got my list right here. Let me see here. Okay. Wait. If your teachers out there, especially art teachers, and you're sick with COVID, I've cleared my schedule for the next couple of weeks, as long as needed, and I'm doing free 30-minute classroom assist. I'll come in and zoom in to help your substitute, and I'll teach them. Your substitute can just hand out paper and pencils and
right,
do the classroom management, and I can help you in your class. I've been doing these every day for this week. I would love to do it. Um, the kids love it, and just send me an email. Send me an email to mark@markisler.com. If you know of a teacher, it doesn't matter. K through 12, it could art be great, but I could teach in a math class. I mean, everything is visual. I could teach in a literature. I can teach in a creative writing class. You just take the theme and you make a drawing, and the drawing helps communicate the information. The drawing helps the kids to take it from the up in the idea world and put it into something they can actually see it how you're putting it together on the
mm,
piece of paper. I hope that made sense.
right.
Um, oh, I got a new book on Amazon. You got to check this out, man. This is the book I did during COVID, me and Mario right here. It's called "You Can Draw in 30 Seconds,"
There it
and
is.
Mario has his own page right here. Mario has his own page in the back of the book. Look at that. He did all these when we're doing. This is based on on the
You-
drawings I did during the hour of pencil power.
Okay. Yeah.
So this was the first part of it. Then we did a second book called Half Hour Pencil Power, when I took the 25 of my favorite lessons. So this is good. If you guys want to get this book, it's on Amazon. It's really cool.
And it's a kind of a sequel to you. You can draw in 30 days and you can draw in 30 minutes.
Oh, good segue. All right, here. Drawing in 3D. All right, I'll go through the books here. I'll go through them here. Imagination Station. That's a good one to get. And oh, this is the old one. Look how young I was in this one. Look at that. Draw Squad. Look at, you're getting the whole rundown here, man.
Look at that.
The 199 days of drawing. That one's on. This is only on my website. And then here's oh, this one's a good one. If you guys want to get a good one, this is really old, but this is probably one of the most content-rich books I did. A lot of universities use this. It's called Drawing in 3D. It's on Amazon. It's like number 400,000 in popularity, you know. But I don't know why it's so good. I think it'd be like number one. And this is my bestseller. This was in the top 1,000, which is pretty good, right?
Right.
Are we okay? You can draw. Yeah. But now, what's cool on this one, I have these different. I got these different languages. You want to see my different languages of the book?
You get one in Hungarian, I believe, right?
Let me see here. So this is that's Chinese.
Okay.
And then this is I'm sorry, I'm going to get in trouble for this. This is another version. That's a lame. And this is another country. Thank you for having my language of the books here. Oh, now this one is. Thank you guys for publishing my book here. I know I have Korea. I know I have Chinese, and I know that I have. Oh, look at here's some. Whoa! Oh, this is German. That's German. This thing's heavy. This is a heavy one here. Oh, here's Russia. This is a fun one. Look at this. As you can see my name in Russian. Look at that. Isn't that cool? There's my name right there. Mark. Which translates to the handsome Santa Claus. So I have all these books here, blah blah blah. These are cool. Anyway, so thank you for letting me show off my books. Definitely get the one to get is that if you're gonna get just one of my books, You Can Draw in 30 Days. That's a great one to start with here. Now I got all these books that are going to fall on my lap. Like, whoa. So, hey, Marty, thank you so much for letting me go on my rambling way. You're a good interviewer. You let your guests just do their own meandering. So, excellent.
Oh, thank you.
I really enjoyed it. And